Okay, it's been about a month since I tried to join Swift, and today, out of the blue, after talking with a recruiter at night, somebody from Swift calls me and says, "Hey, been trying to get a hold of you for such and such long, it's been about a damn month." And so he calls me and says, "We've been trying to get a hold of you," and all this other stuff, and I'm sitting there going, bullshit. Because if you've been trying to get a hold of me, how come my phone hasn't said anything, and why is it today now all of a sudden, after I'm trying to get a job with Knight, which is your partner, all of a sudden I get a phone call from you as soon as I hang up the phone? It was literally within 5 minutes of hanging up the damn phone talking to the recruiter at Knight, all of a sudden I get a call from Swift. It's been about a month since I went through that whole ordeal, and having them, give me a bus ticket to go up there. They get me sick. I can't get a hold of them to save my damn life. I end up having to come back home. Can't get a hold of them. Nobody calls me. Nothing for a month. As soon as I try to get a job at Night, all of a sudden I get a call back from Swift. Apparently, he says, I'm already hired. If I'm hired, why did it take you a month to get a hold of me? I'm seeing a lot of bullshittery going on right here, and so I'm thinking, you know what, dude? You guys trapped me with the bus pass, with the bus ticket. You got me sick, and nobody gave a damn. I left. Nobody called to ask me what the hell's going on, and now you're telling me all of a sudden I'm technically hired, but still, and he continues this, they still need to cross some T's and dot some I's. That was his words. And I'm just sitting here thinking, you've had a month of me technically being hired, and you still didn't do that? I've already pretty much made up my mind at this point. I'm not going to work for Swift. So, I don't know. But anyway, when he called, and it was the weirdest damn thing, because I was hearing nothing but static, and I could barely hear his voice through it. So, maybe they were having some kind of phone problem. But I'm calling all kinds of other people. I'm not having any problems. I'm talking with recruiters at other places. It ain't my system that's screwed up. It's your guys' system. So, okay, maybe your phone system was screwed up, and that's the whole reason that I wasn't able to get a hold of you, and you weren't able to get a hold of me. Still, you allegedly, I'm hired at Swift, and you still didn't finish the damn paperwork. Anyway, it doesn't matter anyway, because I've thrown all of my Swift books and paperwork and stuff that I got at orientation, thrown all that crap away. The little credit card thing that they gave me for the fuel stops and that's got your pay on it or whatever, I threw that damn thing away because it was useless. The damn thing was blocked when I was sitting there at orientation trying to set the thing up, and I couldn't set it up, and he wasn't able to help with that either. So I'm not going with Swift. Too many things happening there, and no, there's no way. No. So, I'm trying to go with Night right now, and I will keep you guys updated with how that goes. And another thing worth noting is that with Swift, I don't remember if they said that they were going to pay for orientation, but to date, I didn't receive a dime from Swift. They paid for the bus ticket and the motel room. That was it. I didn't receive any money for orientation. Night actually did tell me that they do pay for orientation. It's $100 per day, and it's 3 days long. So I don't know about Swift, but I'm over it. So in anticipation of going and working for this company, I'm driving to the town that the place is in, but I'm taking the back roads or whatever, so it's kind of like a little vacation for me or whatever. But while I'm driving, I found a place to stop, and I'm sitting here and I'm editing the last of the videos of me working at May Trucking so that I can put them online, so they'll upload schedule uploads every single day. And I'm looking at the MISC Part 17. And, man, it's so easy to see why I quit that place. And it's even easier to see why I do not want to go to work for another company like May Trucking. So why it's taken me so long to find another company to go work for. I don't want to repeat all the shit that I went through at May. I don't want to go through this level of stress again. So I really need to take my time and remember that and pick the company wisely. So I've got other people saying, well, what are you going to do about a job and all this other stuff? And I'm sitting there going, you know what? I've got a credit card. I don't mind living off of my credit score that I've built up over the years. That's not a problem for me. I do not want to go through another hell. You know what I mean? I've suffered enough in my life. I don't need this shit again. I don't need more May Trucking experiences. So I'm going to pick the right company for me. So, kind of interesting. I'm on my way up to this town, getting ready. Probably in a few days here is when the orientation is going to start for this company for night. And as I'm driving up here, I'm kind of doing this whole just driving off the beaten path, just enjoying the countryside and all this other stuff, taking my sweet time getting there. But anyway, I just got a call from a different company. Now, again, Knight is one of the bigger companies with thousands of trucks and millions of dollars and blah, 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 right? And so what I've said before is that if anything, you want to go with a small company, you want to go with like the mom and pop shop, the people who only have a few trucks, the small businesses just starting out or whatever it may be. And it just so happens that somebody has called me from one of these kind of companies. And I'll be hauling something I never thought I would actually haul. It's for a nursery company that hauls like trees and flowers and bushes and shrubbery, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And they do it with dry van and reefer, which just some guy calling about, I tried to open up a 401k through my bank instead of having it go through somebody else, go through some company or whatever, however that works. I don't know how it works. Anyway, but yeah, they wouldn't let me do it for whatever reason. So anyway, this smaller company has called me, and I'm intrigued by the prospect. One, because it's a smaller company, which means you're more than likely going to be treated as a fucking person instead of a piece of equipment. So I might not be going with Knight. I might be going with this company. They say that they offer competitive pay. I don't know if they offer benefits or whatever, but if they're paying me enough money to make up for that fact, then I'll just buy my own insurance. But I mean, that's fine too. But yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not gonna tempt fate as I've done in the past. But I've got, dare I say it, high hopes. Next thing you know, my car sets on fire, just spontaneously bursts into flames. So anyway, we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys apprised. The other thing that I wanted to say about that is that I've been getting a lot more calls asking me about, you know, what I'm looking for, and asking me to fill out applications, and asking me if I'd be interested in this kind of work and everything else. I've been getting a lot more calls about it. I just put my resume on Craigslist, you know what I mean? Said truck driver, you know, experienced truck driver looking for work. And I've been getting a lot more calls doing that than I have with online searches. I've been to the unemployment office, checking to see what CDL jobs they have there. I've been getting more contacts back to me, you know, people actually saying, hey, are you interested in doing this kind of work and everything like that, by just making a simple Craigslist post. So maybe that's something also to consider if you're looking for work. Wow. Damn. So for the past couple of days, I'm just watching my money that I got sitting in my bank account just dwindling away while I'm sitting here trying to figure out who the hell am I going to go work for. Oh my God, I've been in contact with Knight. I've been in contact with Swift. I've been in contact with so many trucking places. I ain't going to CR England because they don't pay nothing. Not even, they don't pay hardly anything for their drivers that are working, who are getting their CDL through them. And then they only pay about twice what they're barely paying those guys when you just go straight to the company when you've already got your CDL. So it's not even worth it to go to them, in my eyes. So I'm trying to find somebody to work for here, and I just got a call from another company. So instead of going with whoever the hell it was that I was trying to go with, I think it was Knight I was trying to go with. I kept trying to call them all day yesterday. Could not get a hold of anybody. I kept calling different phone numbers. I was sending emails. Nobody. Couldn't get a hold of anybody. So I was trying to find out what was going on. And a couple of days before that, I called and talked to somebody. And they said, oh, I'm going to call you right back. A couple of days go by, nothing happens. I call back, and I'm talking to all these different people. Oh, yeah, you last spoke to this person. Yeah, we don't know what's going on. Our phone system's being changed up or something. I guess that was his excuse. At his office, they were changing the phones. But that doesn't explain why all the other offices in the U.S. Anyway, so I couldn't get a hold of anybody, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm going to call Knight one more time, and if they keep playing this game, I can't get a hold of anybody to find out what the hell's going on with my application, then that's it. I'm done with Knight. So I called, and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting. I'm watching my time ticker on my phone, and it gets up to 10 minutes of me sitting there on hold waiting to actually talk to somebody after getting past the automated system. And I'm like, all right, that's it. Hung up, threw all my Knight stuff off over here into the trash, and now I've got a call from Western Express. So they wanted to pay me for a bus ticket, but I said, instead of a bus ticket, will you guys pay for the gas? And they said, yeah, just save your fuel receipts or whatever, we'll pay for the gas. And then they said, we'll see you on Monday. And today is Saturday, so I guess I'm just gonna cruise on down to Fontana, California over this weekend. So I guess instead of going with Knight, because for whatever reason, I guess they don't want me. Okay, whatever. I'm going to go with Western Express. They do dry van. They don't do, I guess, they do flatbed and they do dry van. But I guess even though they have terminals across the U.S., they don't do 48 state. I don't know. I'll let you know when I come out of orientation. So instead of this being a Knight video, it's going to be a Western Express video. So I'll keep you apprised of that. Interestingly, it looks like they're going to pay for me the hotel room, obviously. But so I got my Google Maps all programmed for that. I was actually on my way right there, literally 250 feet up the road, literally, is a place that I was going to drop off my application. It sounded like a really, really good job, except for one thing: manual transmission trucks. And I don't have a lot of experience with the manuals, and I don't want to be driving down a road, you know, up and down some mountain pass or something and miss a damn gear. You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of those guys that ends up going off the damn Sandy Am pass every time I go up that sucker. I don't want to be that guy. So, anyway, I'm headed to Fontana or Bellingham or whatever the hell it is. Wherever Google Maps is taking me. But, get off my screen so I can, whatever. So I will be going through LA, so maybe this time, finally, when I go through there, I'll actually be able to see some movie locations, because I won't have to stay on the interstate. I can actually get off the damn thing and drive around through the actual streets where stuff actually happened. Those skyscrapers, I was able to find them on Google Maps, but for some damn reason, when I'm driving down the interstate, they got those sound walls or whatever, and you can't see those skyscrapers from the interstate. So every time I go through there, you can't find those damn things. And the whole time I've gone through LA, I'm thinking, this town's full of shit. Those things, they don't exist. But you can't see them with those damn sound walls. So anytime you're in that area with them friggin' walls, just be thinking, those skyscrapers are somewhere around here. Anyway, so I'm going to go down there. They'll pay for the fuel, paying for the hotel or whatever. It's going to take me like 14 hours is what my Google Maps is saying. But I'm going to take my sweet-ass time getting there. I actually think this is worth noting. I reached that point of desperation yesterday where I was just antsy as hell. I wanted to do something. I wanted to find something. I got online and I found the test and I passed it and I paid for the certification and everything from my food handler's card. And I'm thinking, hell, maybe I'll just go to work at McDonald's, or maybe I could find a delivery driver job for a pizza place or something. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that job. It's not ideal. It's not something I want to go back to doing, but getting to that point where you got to start figuring something out. And I hit that point yesterday, and the first thing I did was I called May Trucking. Let me explain. I already said I'm not going back to them, but I tried to get some more information, and I was thinking, okay, well, they got, 6 terminals throughout the U.S., so I'm thinking, since the shittiest terminal they have, or the one that, at least horrible for me, is in Brooks, Oregon, I want to find a different terminal. I want to go somewhere that has recruiters and whatever else. You know what I mean? Because they have to have it, right? I mean, why else would you have drop yards throughout the U.S. that has those little driver's test courses in them? And for whatever reason, because I know in Arizona, can't remember, I think it was Phoenix? I remember I dropped off that trailer, had the door on the back that was ripped off. That yard that I dropped that trailer off in, they had one of those courses in it. So they've got to have recruiters and the whole hiring process and everything in other terminals, right? So I want to get hired on somewhere else. So my base of operations is somewhere else other than Brooks, Oregon. So I called them to try to get information about that, and they say, oh, no, you have to get hired at Brooks. So I don't know if they were just lying to me, or if that chick was just stupid, which wouldn't surprise me, and she just didn't know how things work. But don't flash your fucking headlights at me. These are automatic headlights. I don't choose when they come on and off, you dumb bastard. So anyway, the headlight, the fog is pretty damn thick, isn't it? I'm already going 15 under the speed limit. What more you want? So, for whatever reason, I don't know if you're working at May, if you're working at one of the other terminals, maybe you can figure out what the hell is going on with that, but I guess they don't hire anybody. Maybe they take people from other side of the country, they fly them over to their Oregon terminal to hire people, I guess. I don't know how the hell that works. But anyway, for whatever reason, I could not go somewhere else to get hired at May. Because it would be returning to familiarity, you know what I mean? I already know the computer system. I already know how everything works. I'm already familiar with the company and everything. It's just, I don't want to go back to the Oregon terminal. And that's apparently where they would want to send me. So I guess that's where they send everybody. I don't know. That's what they were saying. It's probably not true, but that's what I was told. Whatever. So that's not going to happen. Stop flashing your fucking lights at me, people. It's 8:30 in the goddamn morning. You don't need your lights. Look how bright it is. What are you people, blind? Anyway, I know my eyes are good, but damn. They're not so much better than everybody else's. I mean, thanks, thanks for the... Anyway. So I hit that point of desperation. And then, so I'm figuring out what the hell am I going to do? So then I got online, I got my food handler's card, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm sitting way the hell up here in Washington. What am I going to do? I'm looking for work, and nothing going on. So I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm going to start driving around somewhere else. I'm going to take this application down to this farm that does this nursery job of hauling these trees and bushes and shrubbery and stuff to wherever. The only problem with that job, they got 2 trucks. They are a small company, that's good, but they are manual transmissions. I don't want to be grinding the gears because I'm not super familiar with the transmissions. I will grind the gears a couple of times here and there, you know what I mean, till I get that experience built up of how to not do that and everything else. But man, there's just so much of that barrier gets put up of the unknown. But I'm at the point now where if I go to Western Express and it doesn't pan out or whatever, I'm gonna hang on to this application for this farm just in case. Just in case. Don't burn your bridges, people. Don't take it from me. Don't burn them damn bridges. Even if the company is absolute dog shit to you. Leave on good terms if you can. If you don't want to, hey, that's cool too. I'm not saying don't, but just whatever. If you don't have at least 6 months under your belt, don't start pouring gasoline. Anyway, so I will let you guys know how this goes as it goes. Hopefully I don't get sick again. Hopefully the computer system isn't a mess. The people aren't being assholes. I really got to put myself in the mindset of I need this damn job. Take this job. Take their bullshit. Whew, that's going to be tough. And again, with this company, they don't say if you get paid during orientation. They don't say if you get paid during training. And they don't say how much you're going to be paid when you're hired on. They claim to be, I'm pretty sure I saw it say something about top pay. It's probably not the case, whatever. I need a job. Kind of hard to, beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? So, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go to work for CR England. Gonna walk you guys through the process of what I'm doing. I just bought 2 5-gallon gas cans. Since I'm driving all the way to Southern California, I know gas is $5 a gallon in California, and it's like $2.50, $3 a gallon everywhere else. So what I'm gonna do, since this company's paying for gas up to the cost of a bus ticket's $250. I don't think gas is going to cost that much for me to drive all the way to Southern California, unless I'm driving around in Southern California. It's the only time it's going to cost $250. But I'm going to fill these cans up. That way, when I do get to California, I won't have to spend no $5 a gallon on gas. And if I end up hitting that $250 price tag, when I take my time off from working at this company and I want to come back home, however much, it might be $6 a gallon at that point, however much gas is at that point, I'm just going to fill up with these suckers that I'm going to have full sitting in my truck. I need to plug my phone in because I've got about 5% battery life left after all the filming I did today. We're going to go over the whole orientation spiel. Give me this. Give me my cable. So, right now I'm at Econolodge, which is where I keep wanting to say Western Digital. Here, I've got this plugged in charge. Okay, so I keep wanting to say Western Digital for some damn reason. It's Western Express that I'm here for. So I'm sitting out in my truck in California heat, even though it's wintertime, it's hotter than hell. But I'm sitting here at this shitty ass Econolodge that Western Express. So for whatever reason, she's copping this attitude or whatever. We'll go through all this here in a second, but I just want to let you guys know things are not going well. But I'm going to go through this entire process and everything. Guy's supposed to be calling right now. There's still a whole screw up with my room. We'll go over all that here in just a second. Wow. Okay, what a long day. So, let's see here. Yeah, it's California heat. So I got my windows cracked right now. Man, my truck's been sitting here in the sun all day long. But I've been off at orientation, and I've got some pictures and videos and stuff that I'm going to show you here, and I'm going to go over them on my computer as I explain them to you. So this will be a little bit different of any orientation video I've done before. A little bit of a walkthrough as we're talking about it. All right, so here's what it looks like when you're walking into the place. They got this little movie theater looking deal set up. They got a projector up on the ceiling and everything. You pick one of these chairs. They got these little stairs when you walk down. Here's what it looks like from the other side of the room. So you come down these stairs, you pick a seat or whatever, and they go through their orientation process. Well, when we came in, I was somewhere in the middle. And so we're standing here. We got a line of people coming all the way over to this desk over here, and we got this guy sitting here, and he's taking people's social security number, their date of birth, blah, 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 asking them a couple of questions here and there and things like that. And then at the end of it, he's got this little tape measure thing, and he asks to measure people's necks. And I didn't even think about it, but at the time, you know, we go through all these people, blah, blah, blah. I go through the same thing. I come over here, sit down in my seat. And this dude waits until he's the very last dude to actually have this done. So he's standing there, and I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm paying attention to what's going on. And he goes through the whole slew of questions. And at the very end, the very last question is, can I measure your neck? And the guy stands up or whatever with the little tape measure thing. And this dude takes a step back, and he's all, whoa, wait a minute, puts his hands up, both of them, and says, what do you need to measure my neck for? So maybe he's a new guy. Maybe he's never been through an orientation before. Maybe he doesn't understand why. But I thought to myself, that's a damn good question. Why do you need to measure our necks? So I'm sitting there thinking, you know, that's a really damn good question. But I guess maybe the way this dude said it to this guy, or maybe the fact that, because this guy even stood up and said, you know what, out of the last 6 months, you are the first person to ever have a problem with me measuring their neck. But it wasn't an illegitimate question. You know, it was a valid concern. It's like, why do you need to measure our necks? I guess, according to them, at some point during the argument, you know, as it was breaking down and getting further to the end of it, the guy finally says, it has something to do with sleep apnea. I was like, okay, well, I mean, that still doesn't exactly explain it, but okay, I guess you're going to pass this information along to the doctor, maybe? Who the hell knows? You know, all this shit was never explained. But anyway, okay. So maybe the dude doesn't want his neck taped or whatever, you know, want it measured. You know, the doctor can do that. I mean, you're not a doctor, you know what I mean? You're the orientation dude that's working the computer. So anyway, we go through all that hell or whatever, and this conversation's going south so fucking quick. It's the first thing in the morning. Orientation has not even started yet. We just stood outside in the freezing ass cold for 45 minutes because the bus dropped us off 45 minutes before the door opened so we could come in here. So, I don't know. Maybe the way this guy said it just pissed him off. Maybe this guy's attitude or whatever, demeanor, you know, we'll get to him in later on, because I got some stuff about him as well. But from what I could see, this dude didn't do anything to piss this guy off. This guy was just first thing in the morning on a Monday morning. He's just having a bad day, I guess. And for whatever reason, he gets pissed off at this guy. Now we got another guy sitting over here somewhere, and he says something to this dude, you know, because this guy, for whatever reason, can't keep his mouth shut and mind his own business. But I don't know, for whatever reason, he says something to him about just let him do it, or hurry up, or something. And this dude turns around and says to him, you know, mind your own business, or whatever. And you can see there's this conflict going on here now between these two. So now you got 3 people that are involved in this shit. And then this dude that's working the computer hollers over to the dude that's standing over here off camera, up here at the top of the room somewhere, because this little staircase, I guess you could say, of chairs. This isn't just a flat room. So up here in the back of the room, this dude's standing back here. I guess he's the main project manager or whatever. He used to be a cop, according to him later on after orientation finally gets started. But he comes down, and it's pretty damn obvious that he is a cop, because this dude hollers for him to come down. He comes down. He's got another guy behind him. I don't know who that dude was. I think it was his son at that point. I think that's what he said later on in the day, was that was his son or whatever. I'm not sure if that was the case. Anyway, so this dude's basically got backup now. Like, they're going to come and kick this dude's ass. It's like, for what? For asking a legitimate fucking question about why do you need to tape my neck? Why do you need to measure my neck? It's like, why do you need to measure? That doesn't make no fucking sense. And their reaction to the question made even less sense. So already we're off to a really bad start. I'm thinking, okay, this is a shitty place to work. Immediately, my instinctual reaction, my instincts have never led me astray. I can tell you right now, this is a horrible fucking place to work. My instincts are telling me I do not need to be here. So, for the rest of the day, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm not asking any fucking questions. Because this dude asked one legitimate question and got his fucking head ripped off because of it. I'm not going through that. No, I'm gonna... You guys know me. You know how much I love to ask questions. You know how much I love to know the answer to things. But when they gang up on this fucking dude, this dude over here who needs to keep his mouth shut, this guy getting pissed off for no reason at all, this dude comes storming over here with backup, gets in this dude's face. It says, if you don't like it, get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? That attitude right there, that cop attitude, only to find out later on that he used to be a cop. You know what I mean? He's still got that mentality. Ex-cop, still a cop. You know what I mean? Just once a Marine, always a Marine kind of a thing. Just this guy, I don't know how he got fired or whatever, why he's not a cop anymore, but I'm wondering if a felony charge was involved. Basically, that's where I'm getting at. This guy, I don't know what triggered him. You know what I mean? This dude, I don't know what triggered him. But later on in the day, I asked that guy, when we were doing our physical or whatever, this guy's in the room, and I tried to talk to him, and I told him that was a legitimate question or whatever, but he's, I don't know, staring down at the floor or looking away from me or ignoring me. I don't know if he's partially deaf or if he's maybe got autism or something. He's in his own little world maybe. I don't know what the hell's going on, but you don't see me throwing a shit fit and calling for backup. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just ignored it. It's like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I got better shit to do. Anyway, so that whole thing progresses. Now, at the very end of the day, finally, the bus shows up where, you know, I call shotgun as the bus comes rolling by. Guess who goes for the door? So, I don't know what his fucking deal is, but he pissed off a lot of people today. Anyway, so there's all of that. Wow, man. I mean, just so much. So basically, I kept my mouth shut all day long. I didn't really care to ask questions. It's not that I didn't have questions to ask. It's not like I didn't want to know answers to things. I'm already doubting whether or not this is the place for me. But we're not done yet. So the shuttle brings us all the way back here. We'll get to all the extra stuff that happened during the day, but I want to get this out in the open real quick. We're staying at this place called Econolodge. I don't know the address. This is like Valley Avenue or Valley Drive, something like that. I don't know. Somewhere here outside of LA. It's in like Buttonton, California? Something like that. I think that's it. Buttonton. Anyway, so last night was okay or whatever, but they got this rule or whatever about when they give you the key card, which I think I still have. They give you this key card, and it's a Wi-Fi. It's got like an RFID chip or something like that in it. So you put it up against something and pull it away in order for it to read. And you don't swipe it into a machine or anything like that, like normal motels and hotels and whatever do. But anyway, so every day you have to come back with your ID when you're coming back to the room, because they reset the key every day. I don't know, 11 o'clock, something like that. But we were out of here at like 6 in the morning. That's when the shuttle came and picked us up. So I had to get up at like 5:30. So we're standing in line. There's like, I think there were like 5 or 6 people in front of me. So then we get through all of them, and now it's my turn. I take my ID out of my wallet, which is a time-consuming process. I got a tightly packed wallet because I got a lot of crap in it. I've got this extra little thing right here. Okay, this holds my ID. Okay, it's got my ID in it, and it's got this. I got a whole bunch of other stuff crammed into it. So it's a pain in the ass to try to pull this ID out and put it back in. It's a pain in the ass. And try to put it back into my wallet, and then put it back into my pocket, and blah, blah. It's just a pain in the ass. So this is the key card, the RFID thing or whatever. Econolodge. Yeah, kiss my ass. So for whatever reason, the woman, this fat chick with braces and a bad attitude, I guess. Maybe she's had to work, maybe she's had to rush through getting a lot of people. You know what? If you can't handle your fucking job, quit. Quit. You know what I mean? There's so many other forms of employment you could have instead of sitting on your ass in a cushy chair in an air-conditioned office. I didn't have that all day long. So, I don't understand your attitude. But, considering the shitty day I've had, I'm not letting anything interfere with my attitude. I hand her the card, hand her the ID, she goes through it, she rescans the thing, gives me a new RFID number, or fucking works her little spell or whatever, and does the thing. I go back up to my room, I put it up against the reader, I go walking inside, there's a dude sitting on my fucking bed. Who the fuck is this guy? Why is he on my bed? Why has he got his stuff piled up where my stuff is? What the fuck's going on here? So they're all, oh, there's somebody already in this room. And I say, well, why the hell does my key work then? There's 2 people. It's double occupancy here. There's 2 people. I'm staying with another person in the room who's also gone through orientation. He went through orientation last week. They couldn't put him in a truck, so he's still here. And he's just waiting for them to put him in a truck. But, so he's on one bed, and this new dude's on mine. And so, what the fuck's going on here? So, it's a damn good question. What the hell's going on with the key? Why? So, she didn't notice that, when she scanned the thing, that there's some dude already in my bed. So I get my shit, I go back out, come back downstairs, I wait for her to get done with the dude that she's helping now, and I step in line and say, there's somebody in my room. I understand it's double occupancy, but is it triple? Is it whenever I leave the room, some new dude comes in? You know what I mean? I didn't check out. What the hell's going on here? So, let's see. So, I'm back downstairs. I'm handing her the card back. What the hell's going on here? And so she asked me if I checked out this morning. I said no. And so she can't figure out what the hell's going on. I don't know, she's trying to multitask or something maybe. I don't know if she was trying to call somebody to ask what the hell was going on, or I don't know what the deal was. Anyway, she didn't look like she was that busy, but maybe she might have been juggling too many things at once. She needs to learn time management. She needs to slow down and figure out how to get through this shit. Because just like truck driving, I imagine this job could probably eat you alive too. Well, not if you're not going to be working here very much longer, if you're going to be getting your ass fired for what you did. Here in a second, we'll get to that. So, she asked me for my ID again. Fuck, are you kidding? So I gotta dig back into my pocket, dig back into the wallet, dig back into the little pull-out thing, get my damn ID back out, hand it to her again. I'm not happy, but I'm not saying nothing either. So, hand it to her. She's doing her little thing. That's the point at which she asked me if I checked out. And I said, no. And I'm thinking, you know what? The name fits. Econolodge. Makes sense. And that's what I said to the guy standing behind me. I'm turned away. There's bulletproof fucking glass like this thick separating me and this fat chick. Right? They got this locked door and everything else. So I don't know. Maybe this place gets robbed on a regular basis. Good. Couldn't happen to nicer people. So I'm having a conversation with this dude standing over here. Apparently fatty behind the glass don't like that. Don't like me talking about, that's what Econolodge is. What? Do you fucking own this place? Do you own stock in it or something? Why are you getting all defensive? You know what I mean? I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking about you. But fatty gonna be fatty, and she got to try to interject herself into my conversation. And then she's all, what? What? You know, excuse me? She has this whole fucking little, bitch attitude. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? I wasn't talking to you. This is what I'm thinking. I wasn't talking to you. Go fuck yourself. This is what I'm thinking. And what I say is, just hurry up. Apparently, oh no, he didn't. That fucking triggered her off into a whole new level of, fuck this, I ain't helping the white man kind of shit. So I don't know what her attitude was, but I don't know. Maybe she wants to be fired. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not having that, you know. So she hands me back the card and she helps the fucking 8 people standing behind me before helping me. Well, they're not fucking raising a stink about that because they want to get help too. And so anyway, I'm calling up the guy that I was speaking with, whoever, you know, calling up my recruiter and everybody else. Hey, look, they triple booked my double occupancy room. You know what I mean? They gave my room away. You know, what do you want me to do here? You know what I mean? We're going to get into all this. So they also said, okay, this is just one of the things they said. So far, I've not kept their word that I was going to be having a motel room. This is my motel room right now because this apparently is no longer valid. So I'm sitting out here in my truck and I'm thinking, maybe I'll just say, fuck this shit, drive all the way back home. I mean, it's fine with me, you know what I mean? Because after the shit that I saw today, I already know this is not going to be fun for me. I'm seeing no benefits to being here. None. 0. Not a single one. Western Digital? Western Express. Keep wanting to say Western Digital. I'm a computer guy. Western Digital is a hard drive company. I want to keep wanting to say Western Digital. So if you hear me say that, no. Anyway, so I'm sitting in my truck right now and I'm calling recruiters, calling this person, that person, saying, look, they gave my room away. I ain't got a room. You know what I mean? They're copping this attitude. They gave me back the key and refused to help me. You know what I mean? What the hell you want me to do about this? So, one, if I'm Western Express and I'm sending a lot of fucking business to this place, I'm thinking, you gonna do me like that? You gonna be pissing off my drivers? You know what I mean? You're gonna be giving away their rooms. That's not fucking cool. 2, you're gonna be copping an attitude. That's not fucking cool. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what the fuck this chick's deal is. I mean, you have to be thinking how much business you just fucking put in jeopardy because of your attitude. I honestly, I don't think she gives 2 flying fucks. I think she's looking for a way out. She's looking for an excuse to get fired, is what I think. So anyway, in the morning, I'm going to file a complaint with her manager and everything else. So they've already called and I guess they said everything's squared away or whatever. He says, look, they got a rough job and everything else. Try not to take anything out on them, blah, blah, blah. Me? I didn't take anything out on them. You know what I mean? I could drive this fucking truck right through that front fucking door. That bulletproof glass ain't gonna stop a Chevy. It can stop a little bullet. It ain't gonna stop a Chevy. It go right through that fucking brick wall, dude. I guarantee. So anyway, I don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, should I go back in there and tell her, do you have an apology for me? Huh? Make her fucking give me an apology for all that? Or should I go in there and see what her attitude is and they call up my recruiter and say, nope, I'm not doing this. She's got too much of an attitude. I'm not going through this again. Or do I go in there? Maybe somebody else is working behind the counter right now. Maybe the dudes from Western Express called. I almost said digital again. That's why I'm Express. Why I'm doing that. Maybe they called and said, hey, where's your manager? We want to talk to that person. And that person, switched them out of that seat or whatever. Or the manager said, hey, what the fuck? What the fuck's your problem, Benicia? Or whatever the fuck her name is. I don't know what her name is. Seriously, I looked at the fucking little name tag. All it says is Econolodge. So unless her name is Econolodge, like Stephanie Econolodge, maybe. I don't know. Stephanie Econo? Anyway, but yeah, that's not a name tag. So I don't know what I'm going to do from here. But yeah, this has been a piss fucking poor experience for a potential employee of this company, the way they do business and the way they keep their word. But I've already gone through a company that was just like that. So I'm not super pissed off about it. I am fucking irritated that I had to come all the way to Los Angeles, California, 1,000 fucking miles, just to find out that these guys ain't no damn different. So that's nice. They do have mismatched trucks. I was told I was going to be put in a Volvo. They've got about 4 different types of fucking semi-trucks here. 4 different makes and models. The years don't even fucking matter. And they said they were new too. They said less than 2% of our fleet. Oh, you broke that. Dude dropped something out of the back of his truck. So they said, this is how good their word is. They said that they have less than 2% of their entire fleet is more than a year old. What the fuck's the rest of the 98% more than a year? I mean, he didn't say nothing about the other 98%. But you would assume, and that's where mistakes get made, you would assume that he means that everything else is brand spanking new. Well, it wasn't. There's a lot of stuff that wasn't. Yeah, there goes that damn heat thing about the warning again. It's not even warm. Anyway. So, I want to go over all this stuff about orientation. Again, there's going to be 2 days. This is the first day. This is day 1. Oh, it's going so well. So we, yeah. I'm going to go back in there and we'll see what's going on with all this. But if she's throwing more of a fucking attitude at me, no, that's it. That's it. I'm coming back out here to the truck and I'm saying, look, what do you want me to do? I'm not staying here. Okay, she's got an attitude. There's nobody else working the counter. The manager isn't here. I can't get a hold of nobody. It's just her. Okay, I don't know if she's an assistant manager or what her deal is, why she's alone, but she don't need to be working here. Okay, if she's got an attitude problem, she needs to go get some goddamn counseling because you're not helping nobody. You know what I mean? For least of all, yourself. straight back to the unemployment line? I mean, was that so much better than this? Was it? It might be what she's pissed off about, not getting free money. You know what I mean? I don't know. Having to work for your paycheck, you know what I mean? Getting to feel better about yourself. Maybe that pisses some people off. I don't know. Maybe it does. But anyway, I'll go back in there. Hand her this again. She asked for my fucking ID again. No. You know who I am. You've had my ID in your possession 3 fucking times in the past 5 minutes that you've seen my ass. I'm not showing it to you again. You know who I am. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna flash this fucking thing to her. We'll see how that goes. If I get a whole new key, if it's a whole different person, whatever. Maybe I get my own damn room, which I think I deserve after all this shit. We'll pick up the rest of this. We still got to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So. She knows who the fuck I am. What, did I change clothes? Huh? Color of my skin changed or some shit? She looks me dead in the fucking face. ID? 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 I think she said it like 3 fucking times. Really? Really? You don't recognize Denzel Washington here? Huh? Yeah? You don't fucking know who I am? More recognizable than Donald Trump. You gonna sit there and fucking play me like that? So her attitude is still continuing. Alright. Alright, bitch. I'll play your game. I'm gonna bring my ID in there. One last fucking time. Everything's gonna be perfect. Or I am gonna tell your manager the most dreadful goddamn story. And I'll drag that motherfucker out like a congressman. This woman over here. See, I come from a background of Christian folk. And we are taught certain morals. And see, I can get really fucking slow and boring, can't I? So, there we go. Round number 6. I don't know. I lost count. So anyway, hands me another key card. And, oh, no. Here's what went down. Sitting there, I'm waiting. I don't know if she's talking to somebody else or what the hell the deal is, but she's being real quiet. And so I've given her my ID. She didn't ask for this damn key card back. So now I've got 2 of them. They have you sign this thing saying you owe something or other amount of money if you don't return the key. And so I'm going to hang on to that son of a bitch just in case they try to do that shit. But anyway, so she says first and last name. It's the only thing comes out of her mouth after I hand her my ID. She says first and last name. I'm thinking, are you fucking serious, bitch? I'm turned away from the glass and I'm thinking, are you fucking serious? You've got my goddamn driver's license in your possession. I turn and I tell her my name and she goes, fucking really? After she hands me the ID and the key card, tells me my new room number. And I say, is that it? And she's all, yep. And I say, no apology. She's all, I expected one from you. Oh, really? Well, I'll just pass your little memoirs along to your boss. Okay. Anyway, we will continue with the orientation part of today's program. The one and only thing that they have kept their word about, they said that they pay for all meals. So As shitty of a, I cannot believe you're actually calling this breakfast kind of breakfast that this continental breakfast is at this fucking Econolodge. It's easy to see why it's called Econolodge after the service that I've received and the breakfast I had this morning. So, with the 2 pieces of bread that I had for fucking breakfast because that's all they had. Oh, and a cup of apple juice. Yes. Anyway. Shit, I didn't even get any sleep over the past 2 days. I just want to go up to my motel room, do this kind of shit, and when I'm done, fucking play some goddamn Counter-Strike or something. But instead I gotta go through all this bullshit. Now I'm wondering if I should even fucking stay here. If I don't stay here, I probably miss out on my opportunity to complain. Anyway. So, I don't remember where the hell I saw it. I could fucking swear I saw it in one of the emails from the recruiter saying something about they will pay for all meals. And the majority of places I've ever went to orientation to or whatever, they said that lunch is provided at orientation and breakfast is provided by the hotel, but you're on your own for dinner. That's what they always say. That's what I've expected. Here, they said that they will give you food for, they'll pay for all your meals. You know what I mean? You're gonna have all your food covered, basically. So they gave me 3 different gift cards, food, arch card, and card is all it says on the back of it. So anyway, this has got $5 on it for McDonald's. This got 5 for McDonald's. This got 8 for Subway. So they did give me food, which I don't know. I think this is just today's. I don't want to test that theory, so I'm going to hold on to this one till tomorrow. But I've already used up pretty much one because, fuck, have you seen the prices of food in a Los Angeles area? Fucking McDonald's? They have 2 items on their dollar menu, and not a one of them is fucking food. They're both drinks. And I think one was water and the other one was tea. For $1. Any other fucking state I've been to, they have shit on their dollar menu. This place didn't have nothing. And the way, the amount of time it took this fast food to actually get out, you would think these motherfuckers were swamped and understaffed. It wasn't really the case, but damn. Anyway, just an observation there. Doesn't have anything to do with the orientation, but... So anyway, they shuttled us from orientation to the McDonald's and shuttled us back. And let's see what else happened. They're kind of safety conscious. I think tomorrow we're going to do a lot more actual learning about the company stuff. Today we did the physical, we did the UA, because I didn't have my fucking long form of 5 pages or whatever for my physical that I originally did. I think I left it here in the truck. And that sucks because that was some wasted time. But anyway, they put you in the truck for your driving test, for your road test. You pull out onto the street. You adjust the seat. You put the seatbelt on. You pull out on the street. You wait till it's clear. You go. And they're real big on when the curb gets to your shoulder, you go 12 to 18 inches past that, then cock the wheel and start turning. That's not how I've been driving. I understand that he's trying to say there's a science to it. Kind of flawed to me. I mean, I've always just go out. Okay, now I've got enough room because I've got enough experience to know. And then I turn and I'm able to make it through. Got close a couple of times. Hell, I got a hell of a lot closer today doing it his way than I ever did. Apparently, okay, now take this for what it's worth. You remember when I was at Swift's video, when I said, are you thinking about joining Swift? I said in that video that we're taught at Swift's orientation that the country of California, I'm in California now, And the dude here, we had a conversation about that while I was doing my test. When he got on the subject of, if you're going more than 10 miles an hour under the speed limit, what's the one thing you want to do? And the whole time I'm thinking, well, I would want to turn on my emergency flashers. But, so he's about ready to say that's the correct thing. But Swift said up in Portland, Oregon, that you will get a ticket here in California, the country of California, if you do that. And then I also brought up the fact that when I was on that California highway, way the hell over on the east side of California and on the mountains and stuff, and I saw that sign that said 38 foot. And I'm thinking, I thought 40 foot was the California standard or whatever. You know what I mean? It can't be less, or it has to be right at 40 foot or whatever for your tandems. And so I didn't catch the whole sign. All I saw was 38. So I asked him about it, and he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. So I wish I could be more help, but nobody's helping me, so I can't pass that information along to you. Anyway, so we do a test. We literally went around the fucking block, and the blocks are huge. They are 500 to 1,000 feet long. 500 to 1,000 feet long, 500,000 feet long, 500 to 1,000 long, back to the yard. That's one block. I'm used to 100 to 200 foot square. That's a city block where I'm from. It may be bigger, maybe different, whatever for you, but 1,000 fucking feet. Jesus Christ. You could have had 100 semi trucks bumper to bumper before you had to make the next turn. Anyway. So we just go on just 4 rights, you know what I mean? We go down to the end of the road, turn right, go down to the road, turn right, go down, turn right, and you're back to the yard. That was it. And they said at orientation that doing that, you know what I mean? If you're during those 4 turns, they're able to tell everything about your driving ability that they need to know. Okay. Sounds like bullshit to me. Things that usually sound like bullshit, what are they? Bullshit. But whatever, that's what they said. That's what, if you come to their orientation, that's what they'll say to you. Yeah. Check your mirrors often. Turn when you're supposed to. Try not to turn the wheel too sharply or too quickly. He said something about the cargo in the back of the truck rolling around. I'm thinking, if you fucking stack that shit the way you're supposed to and put load locks in that motherfucker, why is that cargo shifting? But whatever. Okay. It's just not for me to understand that. I'm just the driver. I specifically came to this company for, I think it was 3 reasons and 3 reasons alone. Automatic trucks. No driver load or unload of the trailer. I think that was it. That's my career in a nutshell. That's all I'm asking of a fucking employer. Don't shortchange me on the money. Be nice. Still, maybe I'll figure this out tomorrow. Maybe we'll get told, but today I do not know how much they get paid. I was told that this is a flatbed and dry van only company. Apparently, according to these guys, they don't make 14-foot tall dry vans anymore. I don't know how the hell that's going to work. Because at May, there's a company that they haul paper products for, these giant friggin' rolls, and they can only fit like 6 of them big bastards in a 53-foot trailer. Well, they're just about 14-foot fucking tall. And they can't fit those into a reefer. Remember, I got in trouble for bringing a damn reefer to those suckers because I didn't understand they need a 14-foot tall trailer. If nobody's making 14-foot, it's probably bullshit, but this is what we were told. Nobody's making 14-foot tall trailers anymore. That's what we were told. I'm not telling you it's the fucking truth. I'm telling you take it with a grain of salt, because how many other truths have I been told so far today? 1. 1. Fucking 1. Anyway, So, allegedly, I've got my room. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But you bet your goddamn ass, when I come down at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to talk to the dude behind the counter. I'm going to say, I want to speak to the fucking manager. Because you know Fatty in here ain't going to fucking do it. Anyway, so, we'll go over this here in a second. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to input videos and photos and everything else as I'm talking about them. So just follow along with the video. You'll hear my voice, but you won't see my face. That's basically what I'm getting at. Okay, we'll go with this video first, or this photo. So this was my view of orientation from my seat. Let's see, then toward the end of the day, we had the guy come and he was telling us, you'll see here that he's got this crashed trailer or whatever underneath a low overpass. It's a 13-foot, 6-inch tall trailer, and the overpass sign says on it 12'6" or whatever. And the guy was saying, you know, look how brightly illuminated that sign is. No, it's not really brightly illuminated. You see the blue and the coloring is from the police car parked behind him. And then you got some dude standing off to the side taking an exposure photo of God knows how much. So, I mean, it's not really a good accurate measurement there. But here's a photo that you'll be able to see now. It's got with the guy out of the way. But yeah, over here is the video of when we went to McDonald's. Splice that in right there. Here is my view of the shuttle van when we were coming back to the hotel. And here that bitch what done cause a stink about me not talking to her. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'll divide this video up into 2 parts because it's a 2-day orientation. The guy said, yeah, you're not being paid for orientation. That's why he said, why do you think we're trying to hurry this thing up and get you done in 2 days? And I'm like, you fucking said you were going to fucking pay for orientation. Okay, I guess maybe they've been burned so many times or whatever from people. Oh, well, shit, they're going to pay me $300 a day or whatever to do orientation. I'll stay there for 4 days and say, oh, I still don't get it, sir. Can you re-explain that one? You know, more money, more money. Maybe that's the deal. Anyway. Ooh, here's another one. I want to show you guys these screenshots. Now, I don't know. These guys will probably tell you that these aren't relevant anymore and it doesn't matter because they're the old way of doing things. This isn't what we're actually going to do anymore. And if the shit's not relevant, why are you having me sign the document? Bullshit. Exactly. It looks like, smells like, tastes like. It's fucking bullshit. So, I'm inclined to believe what I'm putting my signature on in these digital forms that they sent me in the email, and I had to go on to the I-10th Street thing or whatever to agree to the terms and all this other bullshit. And so there's like 20 different things you got to go through and digitally try to sign your name on your friggin' smartphone. For those of you that don't know how this is all done, you have to sign all this whole fucking slew of this bombardment of emails, and there's all this crap they want you to do. So if you don't have a phone, good luck. It's going to be probably even harder to figure out on the damn computer. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys all this stuff, all these screenshots that I took, because this is very interesting right here. You guys really need to know this. It might influence your decision as to whether or not you're going to be coming to work for these guys, because it was a big one for me. I'm not going to say it's probably true, probably not true. I'm inclined to believe it is fucking true, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? I'm still going through the orientation. I'm not being paid for this. I'm fucking working for free right now. So, appreciate what I do for you. Alright? So let's go through all these screenshots. So for picture number 1, it's going to be a still photo on your guys' screen, but it's going to be a video on my screen. So don't worry if you can't really read it or whatever. It says, initial below to indicate authorization. I authorize Western Express to deduct a total of $129.75 from my payroll account for the cost of my transportation worker identification credentials. That's your TWIC card. So for those of you that don't know how to get one, don't know where to go, what you got to go through, all this other shit. Okay, so I'm okay with this $130 because I don't have a TWIC card. Might be cool to get one. You know what I mean? If they're going to go through this process and give me the card, I'm okay with it. But here's the thing. When I typed down here, it says as card. I typed a sentence right there, and that's the only thing it kept. I said, I'm okay with this as long as I get to, as long as I actually get the card. That's what I typed. But all it says is as card. That's all it's saved with that little red asterisk. That's the only thing that actually got saved. So I don't know. Eventually I kind of started to lose interest in this whole deal, and I wasn't even taking the question seriously anymore. I was just clicking, I was signing with an X. I started signing with slash marks. Eventually I'm just, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? So anyway, there's the next one. I authorize Western Express to make a weekly deduction from my payroll account of $2.50 for services collected referred to as driver services. These services include TransFlow. Really? I gotta pay you $2.50 for fucking TransFlow to send you copies of my bill of lading and all that stuff? You fucking serious? $10 a month? Really? Fucking really? Also down here it says Easy Pass is also a part of that. I'm paying for the tolls. That's what you're telling me. I'm paying for you to receive the work orders, the bill of lading copies, and the receipts and all that stuff. I have to pay you to receive those things, and I have to pay for the damn tolls. Now again, they might tell you, oh, this shit's all, they didn't tell us, but they might tell you that this stuff is irrelevant now and it doesn't matter because we don't enforce this anymore. Then why the hell am I signing it? Don't give me that bullshit. You just want me to sign it so you can nail my balls to the wall and take money from me. I'm not stupid. So anyway, next one. I authorize Western Express to deduct $12.50. More fucking money? For a hard hat, a vest, and gloves. I've already got that shit. Why? Why do you need to take more money from me? Shouldn't you just give me this? You know what I mean? Show me that that your word fucking means something to you, you know? Show me that I'm a valued employee. Show me that you're going to give me this stuff for free. And when and or if I quit or get fired, you get the stuff back. I mean, that's cool, you know? But shit, if I'm paying for it... And gloves. Are you going to have gloves in my size? You know what I mean? Are they going to be stylish? What color hard hat? Do I get to pick the color? Does it have one of those little those coal miner flashlights on the front of it? Anyway. The next one down in that one says, I authorize Western Express to deduct $500 motherfucking dollars, which may be deducted in installments from my payroll account to cover the cost of tow equipment or repair equipment or property damage as a result or actions determined to be malicious or preventable. Fuck me running. What if a situation like that happens again where you assholes tell me to go to a yard and I end up getting stuck in the dirt? Is that... You gonna fucking take $500? How many deductions of $500? Do you get to choose how many deductions? If I give you $500 fucking dollars, I'm staying here for 12 years. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make you want to fucking fire me. I'm gonna make you put up with my ass, you taking $500 from me. Okay, the next one. In the event that I receive an out-of-service citation, that's for something where, you're not doing your pre-trip, you're not making sure your tread depth, your tires are good, and shit like that, or if your brake goes faulty or something like that, something that could easily be overlooked, or something you just simply didn't know about, or maybe it fucking happened while you're driving down the road. Who knows? Whatever happened, maybe you run over a nail, okay? That tire starts to go flat, and that's an out-of-service violation. You want to deduct $50 weekly from my payroll account to recoup the cost of any such citation and any fines assessed. Are you fucking kidding me? Eventually, I just started typing okay because I didn't know what the hell they wanted. Later on, I come to find out they basically give you, there's like 5 of these forms that they want you to sign and whatever. And I actually read a little bit more of that one, and it says they want you to put your initials in these gray boxes. But I didn't know that during this one, so I just started typing okay, and but it doesn't give you, okay, well, what is this shit? I want to talk to somebody about this. I don't agree to this. You know what I mean? But they're going to say, oh, we'll just sign it anyway. It's like, why don't you just fucking delete it if it's not necessary? You know, don't fucking tell me to sign it. You're just trying to take my goddamn money. Here's a big one right here in the middle of this one. In the event that I fail to return Western's tractor or other equipment to an authorized location, I authorize Western to deduct up to $1,000 from my payroll account for the cost to recover such equipment, including towing and storage. I can avoid this deduction by returning equipment to any Western Express terminal or making arrangements with my driver manager for return to an authorized location. What about the cost of, like, what if I'm going for home time and you guys trying to fucking avoid let me go there? They were saying something about some company would try to keep you away from your home terminal. Can't remember who the hell. I think they were saying it was Schneider, JB Hunt. Can't remember who it was. They were saying it was somebody. Anyway, we'll go on to the next one. I understand that my routing is assigned to me based on the most efficient use of Western Express equipment and resources, and that driving unauthorized, this is a big one here, out of route miles adds unnecessary costs and expenses. I pledge I will only drive blah, blah, blah. There were some other ones in here that say, I promise to do this. I promise to wear my seatbelt. If some motherfucker doesn't care about their own word and they're just typing blah, 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 this don't matter, I'm going to click, 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 I'm done. Really? Is that the kind of person you think's going to keep their word? I promise this and that. Like their promise means anything. But they put that wording in there. I promise this and that. It's like, why did you bother? Anyway. Let's see. So anyway, it comes down here, it says, if I fail to follow this policy, I authorize Western Express to deduct from my payroll account $1 for each unauthorized out-of-route mile driven. What if you end up completely off route for 1,000 miles? That's a fucking big one right there. What if it doesn't even say in here that there's an exemption, that you can go to Walmart, that there's off-duty drive time or anything? There's no line 5 exemption. You know what I mean? This company doesn't provide for it. And that's pretty fucked up. This is just day one stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell they're going to throw at us tomorrow, but day one stuff is pretty damn unappealing. Anyway, down here at the bottom of that one, I understand I'm not allowed to idle Western Express equipment while on home time. Okay, that one makes sense. I mean, if it's fucking home time, I'm assuming you're actually at home. Anyway. But then they sit there and they tell you, oh, but we're not actually going to do that. Just sign it anyway. I've heard that bullshit before. What kind of a goddamn fool do you think somebody is? Oh, well, it doesn't mean anything. Tell you what, I'm going to draft up a legal document that says that when you die, I get your soul. I claim your inheritance should you even catch the flu. If I'm ever down on my luck and I need $20, you are legally obligated to give me that money. I want you to sign this right now. I'm never gonna do it, you know what I mean? I don't actually enforce this, but you know, I just want you to sign it. Okay? Here you go. Yeah, come on. Really? If it looks like, smells like, sounds like, tastes like, it fucking is bullshit. So you better expect that right out of the fucking gate, working for this company, because they're fucking promising that's exactly what they're going to do to you. You are indebted to this company $2,000. $2,000 you owe this company for the privilege to suck their nuts and drive for this company. You owe these motherfuckers. So let that sink in. I'm still not sure if I'm going to stay with this fucking company, but... Oh, that was interesting. So, that's very fucking interesting, actually. So dude just called me. The main guy. I don't know how this is going to go down, but it sounds... sounds not good. Anyway, stop telling me the battery's low. I know it is. So anyway, I'm gonna take this back in there and check out. And he says he wants me to come and meet him at the hotel. He said he was gonna have the shuttle come down here to pick me up, but he wants me to meet him back at the yard. Interesting. This journey might be over before it began. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck this is. But he wants me to check out of the motel room to go back to Western Express main terminal to talk to him. Instantly, I'm like, heartbeat a little bit, like, what the fuck is this? I haven't done anything. One, this dude's an ex-cop. Okay, he's the one with the getting pissed off at the fucking guy, who may or may not have deserved to be pissed off at, but, anyway, he wants me to come to his... I've had cops call me to where they were before, and it never turned out good. So, okay. Do I run? Good question. So anyway, I haven't done anything, so I'm remembering shit from my past. But, yeah, I'm gonna go down there and see what the fuck this about. This will be interesting. This will be very fucking interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go check out of this shithole with pleasure. Thank you. And I'll let you know what happens in the next video. 17133 is the address on Valley Avenue, I think it said. Here for this Econolodge. Should be easy for you to find and avoid. Anyway, yeah, didn't even need my ID to check out. But needed my ID to fuck me over and be a bitch. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna head to go see what the hell this is all about. Damn it. I was thinking, who fucked with my mirror? It's like, I fucked with my mirror and I forgot to put it back. Better to get pissed off at this dude in this little car right here. Thinking, why the fuck would you move my mirror out? No, I did that. Of course I did that. See, I don't get all pissy. Take it out on somebody else. Maybe he'll set me up in a better fucking motel. Be interesting to see what the hell this is all about. I am so curious right now. I wonder. Hey, dirty little bastard. You in the far lane and all of a sudden you jumped into this one, huh? Frick. See that? Now again, I keep thinking, what the hell could this be about? Because they run your background, your MVR and everything else, and we just did the fucking physical. I passed that. You've already checked my criminal background and everything before bringing me in, so what could you possibly need to see me about? Oh, when he told me to go and check out, and he told me not to be rude to him. It's almost like he knows me. Don't be rude to her, but she's so nice and pleasant. 45 mile an hour, you were doing 20 fucking 5, there wasn't anybody in front of you? Are you fucking serious? See, even with that, this is just another fucking thing piled on top of it. You don't see me being a piece of shit. Everybody else, though, damn. It's almost like y'all had a fucking worse day than I did. I'd like to see that. I find the humor in every fucking day so that I don't live a miserable existence like y'all do. Take it from me. That shit will fucking kill you. Have fun, goddammit. Make a joke or two, some shit to make you laugh. Now, I knew this was going to come in handy at some point. There's Western Express right there. When I was in the shuttle bus driving all the way here, I kept looking and looking and looking to make sure that I wasn't going to, just in case I needed that information, I wanted to know how to get to this place. Luckily, it's right up the road from the damn hotel. But I needed to know just in case, you know what I mean? I had that thought in my head. Maybe you should look out the window and try to see where this place is, how to get there, how to get back. Good damn thing I did, because now I'm driving my personal vehicle there. Hey guys, the system works. So I'll get to this in a second. Anyway, so the guy driving the shuttle from that photo that I said when we were coming back, that photo right there, that guy, man, he was pissed off about something when he was driving us. Oh, I fucking hate the placement of this driveway. This sucks. So right here in front of this building, they've got this concrete divider that divides the eastbound traffic from the westbound traffic. So you got to drive down 1,000 feet in order to turn around and come back. But yeah, anyway. So I'm called in the office. Whole time I'm sitting there thinking, did something not go right on my drug screen? You know what I mean? I had a couple of cough drops a couple of days ago. I mean, was there some kind of an alcohol thing that you know, there's a myriad of fucking scenarios going through my head. Meanwhile, that damn McDonald's hamburger, I don't think it was fully cooked or something. I'm sitting there starting to get a little sick. My stomach's fucking churning. I don't think it was nerves, but who the hell knows? It could have been anything. So I'm sitting there in his office because he left. He asked me to come all the way down here, but he left to go do something else. I don't know what. So I'm sitting there in the office. I'm waiting. I'm thinking, what the fuck could it be? Could it be those documents or whatever that I just signed X on because I didn't really want to sign where they're wanting me to pay them $2,000 to start working here, you know? All this stuff's going on. And I'm trying to think, son of a bitch. I didn't even... No stopping or parking anytime. Well, that's bullshit. I didn't even... Oh my god. So he gave me this piece of paper to a new motel. They're gonna have me go into a different motel. I don't know. Maybe the guy. Anyway, so here's what happened. The guy working the. I guess he's off in some fucking party or something like that. But he's like the corporate owner or manager or something of these motels. He saw my post online about what happened to me. And then so they call Western and they're bitching and complaining, oh my god, what's this? And you know what I mean? Exactly what I said earlier about why would you jeopardize this whole working relationship between your corporation and Western and everything else with all the drivers that they bring you and all the business and everything that they've got, right? Why would you jeopardize that? So I'm sitting there trying to figure that out. And sure as shit, he's sitting here saying that there's... Is that red paint? Yes, it is. Motherfucker. Is there anywhere to park right here? I'm just trying to find somewhere to stop on the side of the damn road. So I can check my map. Okay, this is legal. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, I'm sitting there trying to think, you know, why would you jeopardize this working relationship between your company and this company and everything else? And so the whole reason I got called into the office was because I posted online, this is my experience, this is what I had happen. So they're sitting there, they're saying, now we got to go in, we got to pay somebody to go in and digitally scrub your review off of the internet. It's like, isn't that fucking illegal? I'm thinking that, right? I'll say it. I'm sure as shit thinking it. Secondly, okay, one, it's got to be illegal. Two, I'm thinking, I didn't post anything that wasn't true. They're sitting there saying, oh, you used profanity and all this stuff. You said this fat chick and she's got braces and blah, blah. I'm like, it's not really profanity. You know what I mean? It may be a little emotionally driven, but still, I think I cleaned it up pretty fucking good. I had to have it clean because if it had profanity in it, you couldn't post it online because it would have gotten taken down. So instead of having the ability to complain about the review and have it taken down legally, they're going to go in with fucking hackers or something and have them fucking illegally delete it. Anyway, I still feel she owes me a fucking apology. But because I'm not a vindictive person, I'm not going to go back there in the morning and complain to the manager, which I probably should do. I still don't understand why she would jeopardize her job, why she would jeopardize that working relationship between that company and everything. She might probably actually get fired because of this. But yeah, if I got the corporation owner or whoever the fuck, somebody in charge of that hotel saw my post and called the company I'm trying to work for, I don't know how they put two and two together to figure out who I was, where I was, and all this other stuff. I mean, I could have quit right there after the day I just had and said, to hell with this. She's, fucking acting this way. That's it. I'm out. You know what I mean? Turn my fucking phone off and I just want peace and quiet for the rest of the day. So, anyway, he calls me down. We have this talk. I will probably take the review down. I more than likely should not. I mean, people need to know. I guess this video will have to serve. But anyway, the whole time I'm sitting there in his office, I'm thinking, why the fuck am I still here? Why don't I just quit right now? I had the exact same thoughts when I was at May. I can see that this working relationship is off to a real good fucking start. Anyway, God damn it, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I could leave it up and just say, fuck this. You know what I mean? I'm sick of the way I've been treated so far up to this point. Just fucking leave. Just go home. Then there was this other thread about, they know cops and they can fucking get them to come and harass you and all this other shit. It's like, you know what? There's a shock. There's something new. There's something I've never dealt with before. I don't know. Anyway, they gave me a new motel. I've got to find this fucking place, so I got to type it into my thing or whatever. But yeah, they won't be sending me back to that motel. Thank you. Thank you. That's the one good thing to come out of today. I told him, you know what, man? I'm perfectly fine with staying in my fucking truck. You know what I mean? I've been, homeless for the past year and a fucking half. It's like, this ain't nothing new to me. I got no problem sleeping in my fucking truck. It's a nice fucking place. But he says, you know what, man? I don't want you to do that. I've lived in my truck before and all this other stuff, you know what I mean? And I want you to be happy working here. It's like, I wasn't expecting those words. Of all the things I was expecting to hear, I did not expect to hear that. So, decisions. I'll take the review down. I don't fucking feel sorry about anything that I did, because I handled that situation better than anybody else would have. I mean, what am I supposed to do in that situation? There's no manager, you know what I mean? She's acting like that. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to her, but she's copping this attitude. She tosses the fucking key back at me and ignores me and starts helping everybody else out. You know what I mean? I would be damn surprised if she still had that job in the morning, especially after I've got these corporate people pissed so the fuck off. They're calling my, prospective employer. They're calling my prospective employer. I don't even work for this company yet. You know what I mean? And they're asking me to take it down. You know what I mean? They say, you know, it'd be a nice gesture on your part if you did do that. Otherwise, we got to pay some digital scrubber. I'm like, fuck? That sounded so illegal when I heard that. Anyway. Man, what a day. What a day. What a day. You look back at everything. What a fucking day. Wow. You know what, man? I heard this once from some guy, and I thought, you know what? That is a very good saying. So I'm going to adopt that shit. And I'm going to give it back to you guys. I am a firm believer that experience is something of life, you know what I mean? It's experience is the currency of life, and negative experience hold more value than positive experiences. Today was a very negative day, but one, look at where I am. I'm in Los Angeles, California. I'm not on the clock. I'm not working for a company, so I'm in some, I don't know where the fuck I am, but this does not look like a safe part of town. I got cars driving up and down the road very slowly. It's near the interstate, so you'd think there's traffic whizzing back and forth. This actually looks like a very good spot to sleep, but it does not look like a very good spot to have valuables. But yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to believe that saying. Negative experiences, currency of life, man. They're very valuable, and yes, they are. I've had a lot of events in my life that I've learned a lot of shit from. So, anyway, I'm gonna call it here, and hopefully this video hasn't been too long, hasn't bored the shit out of you guys. And we will pick this up with day 2 in the next video. There is one more question I want to pose here. What the hell kind of Walmart is this? Am I in the back? Anyway, it's one thing I like about this new motel that they're sending me to, is that it's next to a fucking Walmart, kinda, so I can at least come over here, feel better about my day. Maybe buy some movies or something to do when I'm back at the motel room. But anyway, so I'm sitting there trying to figure out, you know, why would you jeopardize the working relationship between your company and this company and all this other stuff? That's the first shit that goes through my mind, but I guess she didn't think of it, or think of it that way, or whatever. She didn't care. I don't know what her deal was. I don't care what her deal was. You know what I mean? It's over. It's behind me. It's fucking done and over with. But I'm thinking, so I'm sitting here. God damn it, completely lost my train of thought. I hate that. When some motherfucker derails my train of thought and I just watch I'm watching the cars flipping and rolling and shit's caught on fire. I hate a derailed train of thought. Okay, so I'm gonna think about this for a second. Oh, that's right. So I'm thinking, I remember I'm looking at this little piece of, it's like a piece of paper, like this little welcome mat thing, but it's like solid rubber and it's got stuff printed on the inside of it. and it's up on the counter, and it says something about like loyalty points or something like that for like customers that come to this place often. And I'm thinking, what if I did not work for Western Express right now? You know what I mean? Because technically I don't. I'm not being paid. I have not been paid one dime. You know what I mean? The only word that they've kept so far is that they've given me money for food. I guess the motel room? Yeah, they didn't even tell me that they were going to put me up in a fucking hotel room, I don't think. I remember seeing something about paying for all meals. I just don't remember if that was this place. Anyway, so it's like, what would be their outlet at that point? You know what I mean? Because the review that I posted was clean. It was profanity-less. You know what I mean? I wasn't venting or exaggerating anything. I didn't lie. I posted the truth. So I'm sitting there thinking, what if I paid for this room out of my own pocket? Imagine how pissed off the average customer would be put in that situation. I mean, I can't imagine that she's looking at me thinking, oh, he's just a driver, he can go fuck himself, and then treating me that way. You know what I mean? Jeopardizing her job to do that. But, I mean, my God. Yeah, what a day. What a day. Anyway, I'm at Walmart. I'm gonna go see what they got to offer. A man in my position. A man who's seen the level of hell that I've seen so far. So I'm very interested to see how this all goes. There's 3 cops between me and the front door. It's like, there he is! What? You gotta be shitting me! See how fast you fuckers are. Take off running. That's exactly what I need to do with an upset stomach. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Can anybody think what would be the most perfect way to end this most perfect day? Anybody? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. I want you to think about it. I want you to think. Okay, so one, the motel that they got me at has, I don't know, fucking potheads somewhere, unless it's a bunch of them. So the entire parking lot just smells like weed, which I'm not a fan of. 2, I thought it was interesting. I came into the bathroom and I was like, holy shit, look how big this bathroom is. I was like, oh damn, they even got a bathtub. I can take a bath. Sweet, I can take a soak. So, I'm looking around and I'm thinking, what the hell is that crawling around? So it kind of looks like a termite, because I didn't want to jump to the cockroach conclusion just yet. Then I look over to my left and there's a bigger one. Still kind of looks like a termite. Then I come in here and I turn on the TV and I see a giant, I mean fucking huge cockroach crawl down the screen. No mistaking, that was a cockroach. So this is a real nice motel room they got me up in, but oh, I am so glad that they would rather that they treat me so nicely that they put me in a motel instead of me sleeping in the truck. And the whole time I'm sitting there going, the truck sounds so nice right now. Now the truck is looking insanely nice. The one perk about this room is a big-ass bathroom, and hopefully I can take a bath without reenacting the scene from the movie Creepshow with all them friggin' cockroaches come climbing in and out of everything. Mother of God. Okay. Well, where are you guys sleeping tonight? How nice of a day are you having? Anybody? Compare it to mine and tell me if you don't instantly have a better day.
those who see the challenges facing the nation and say,
See you tomorrow.